what's mentioned here is that we do have access to a lot of services, and even me as a teacher or an individual, I can choose, you know, I don't only depend on the university, I can choose a lot of options. So Heather, can I ask you, what is your perception? Do you see a lot of different tools being employed, and how is that perceived?
Yeah, so I was joking about it actually this morning, that it's like a new day and a new tool, because I think like I've used Hangout, Skype, Zoom, Google Meet. This is Blue Jeans. Like I've never even heard of it, but I do see that people are like using so many different tools, and it is interesting though, because you kind of learn how to use them, and you kind of get your own preference. But it does make it does take up some time, because it's not like everybody uses the same thing, because there are so many options.
So just a quick question in between. What is your personal preferred one at this moment, and if you've tried several of them?
I think actually this one right now. This is
the university one. Excellent. I just want to pass a question on to Astrid, because you know, there's technical, and but somewhere in the organization we have to start over time aligning these. I think we mentioned earlier that we're now in this initial experimentation, excitement phase, but there probably needs to happen some consolidation for an organization. Is that something that you as an academic director are considering, or you leave it more to the teachers?
I think as academic directors, or as TISM, or as the Tilburg University, we need, of course, to streamline. And like Heather says, there are a way, every teacher uses, well, she said, a new day, a new tool. Maybe every teacher uses a different tool or had different preferences. So first, my opinion would be like, okay, use whatever you want to use, as long we can offer online material. And only that was 1.5 weeks ago. And now I'm thinking, okay, maybe we still have some time to find out what's the best software we can use, most user-friendly, or set some criteria. But then we need to say, okay, this university is using this, and please stick to it as teachers, as academic directors, and that we don't use too many, because indeed you need to learn. And get
is that possible in a large organization, that because people, you know, they have a lot of freedom. Like I called you yesterday, let's say, let's do an online lecture, and sure enough, we do it. Is that a tricky balance from not only technical, but especially from an organizational point of view? Like, how directive do you want to be, and how much freedom you want to give people to?
Well, maybe especially in an environment like a university, there are many people with their own opinions, and which is fine. But on a certain level, I think, and it should be the IT or people who have experience with using software. There are some teachers who are using different software for already a few years, and I think these group of people are the experts, and that they can give good feedback. Maybe some students as well, like, this is what we might use, and that it's stable, that students can use it in that it is reliable, and that it would work. Maybe the time with the virus and everything is on our side, like Corné says, well, we don't have to think about it 6 months, but this is what we're going to do. Streamlining and say, well, for teams, working in teams, we use this software. Online, we have my media site. So only a few software programs would be best. And I think it's important that if we have to work from home, and maybe in the longer term, that would be more beneficial. We have less meetings, which are not always necessary, but that we can also say, well, that all teachers, but also the students, are prepared, have direct access on their computer. Maybe the university should start thinking about offering computers too, laptops to teachers, students, that contains the software already, and that is more easy to work with, user-friendly.